everyone, this is Ghanshyam Bajaj. I hope you all are doing very well. In this video, I'm going to teach you meter bridge. Meter bridge is called meter bridge. Why? Because meter bridge has 1 meter long wire and it acts on the principle of Wheatstone bridge. मीटर ब्रिज को मीटर ब्रिज क्यों कहते हैं? क्योंकि इसमें 1 मीटर लॉन्ग वायर होता है और इसका प्रिंसिपल व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज होता है. Meter bridge. Meter bridge, it is used to measure an unknown resistance. With the help of meter bridge, we can measure unknown resistance. Meter bridge की help से हम unknown resistance को calculate कर सकते हैं. It is also called slide wire bridge. इसे हम slide wire bridge भी कहते हैं. Now question arises. What is the principle of meter bridge? Meter bridge का principle क्या है? It is based on the principle of Wheatstone bridge. Meter bridge Wheatstone bridge के प्रिंसिपल पे काम करता है. It is based on the principle of Wheatstone bridge. When the bridge is balanced, then P upon Q equals to R upon S, where S is unknown resistance. So we will derive the formula of S, unknown resistance, with the help of this balance condition P upon Q equals to R upon S. So the principle of meter bridge is Wheatstone bridge. It acts on the principle of Wheatstone bridge. Let's discuss about the construction of meter bridge. See the diagram. There are two L-shaped thick copper strips. Between these two copper strips, another copper strip is fixed. An unknown resistor is connected between L strip and I strip. Similarly, the resistance box R is connected between another L strip and I strip. S is the unknown resistance which we are to calculate. R is the known resistance which will select from the resistance box. अगर हम resistance box में से 1 ohm की को हटाते हैं तो R की वैल्यू 1 ohm हो जाएगी. अगर 1 की जगह अगर हम 2 ohm की को हटाते हैं तो R की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? 2 ohm. और अगर 1 ohm और 2 ohm दोनों को हटाते हैं तो R की वैल्यू 3 ohm हो जाएगी. Now I am going to discuss a very important thing, that meter bridge has 1 meter wire. That's why it is called meter bridge. A meter scale is placed below the wire and a cell and key are connected between point A and C. As you can see from the point B, the galvanometer and jockey are connected. Jockey is provided to obtain the balance point. Let's see the function of jockey and galvanometer. Jockey is placed on the slide wire. It moves on the slide wire to obtain the balance point. What is balance point? When galvanometer shows zero deflection, it is called balance point. As we have discussed in construction, it consists of 1 meter long manganese wire. Which material is used? Manganese material is used, and it has 1 meter long wire. 1 meter long wire, that's why it is called meter bridge. And what are the qualities of this manganese wire? It has high resistivity and low temperature coefficient. That's why manganese wire is used. Why manganese wire is used? Because it has high resistivity and low temperature coefficient. This wire has uniform cross-sectional area. As you know, it has two L-shaped thick copper strips, and between these two copper strips, another copper strip is fixed. Now question arises, why copper is used and why it is thick? Copper is used because it is a good conductor, and why thick copper strips are used? Because you know, if area is more, then resistance will be less. R inversely proportional to area. That's why thick copper wire is used. Let's start the working of meter bridge. With the help of meter bridge, we'll measure unknown resistance S. Let's take out the key of resistance box, and this value will be equal to resistance R. For getting the value of P and Q, we'll move the jockey on the slide wire. Galvanometer and jockey will find the point on the wire where galvanometer shows zero deflection. Suppose B is the point where galvanometer shows zero deflection. Now we'll measure the value of AB with the help of meter scale. Suppose it is L, then P equals to sigma L, where sigma is the resistance per unit length. Similarly, Q equals to sigma into 100 minus L. So what are the value of P? P is equals to sigma L and Q is equals to sigma into 100 minus L. Then we'll apply balance condition of Wheatstone bridge. What we are to do? We are to take a suitable resistance R from the resistance box. Then the jockey is put on wire, get the balance point. What is balance point? When there is no deflection in the galvanometer. Then we'll apply balance condition of P-Discron bridge. P upon Q equals to R upon S, where S is unknown resistance, R is known resistance, which will take from the resistance box. P will take from the balance condition. P will be sigma L and Q will be sigma into 100 minus L. The resistance of wire is directly proportional to length. So P upon Q equals to resistance of RB upon resistance of BC. And what is the resistance of AB? Sigma L. And what is the resistance of BC? Sigma into 100 minus L. So sigma sigma cancel. So P upon Q equals to L upon 100 minus L. Now we'll apply balance condition. P upon Q equals to R upon S. P upon Q value is L upon 100 minus L. We'll put this equals to R upon S. So we'll get L upon 100 minus L equals to R upon S. R upon S equals to L upon 100 minus L. So what will be the formula of unknown resistance S? So S equals to R into 100 minus L upon L. R will take from the resistance box. L we have to calculate from the balance point. If we know these two values, so we can calculate unknown resistance S. We can also calculate the resistivity of the wire. As we know, resistance equals to rho L upon A. So rho resistivity is equals to SA upon L dash, where S is the resistance, A is the area, L dash is the length of the wire. Take care about this. L dash is the length of the wire to which we are to resistance calculate. Area is pi r square, and we can measure the diameter of the wire with the help of screw gauge, and also we can calculate radius of the wire with the help of screw gauge. With the help of meter bridge, we can calculate the resistance of wire as well as resistivity of the wire.